shop.
Greetings from the void.
AIDS.
This is Journey Through Miro. My name is Nolan Moore, and these are my boys. Say hello, boys.
Hello, boyos.
Yo.
And they are going to introduce themselves, starting with the Cobalt fiance.
Hello, I'm the cover fiance. I am Steven the Stole. Steven the Stole on TikTok, Lone Jedi 100 on YouTube. I have a podcast, My Sex with Theophilus. I have a Patreon, a link for my YouTube and TikTok. I have a D&D campaign. I play in this D&D campaign. Yeah, words on.
They are things. Well, hello. I am not the fiance, but I am a fiance. That is until next Friday. But you can call me the Black Doctor. I play Balgroth the Dark, or specifically Balgroth the Undead, here on Journey Through Miro. You can find me on TikTok at Black Doctor 21, or on YouTube under the Black Doctor, and on Instagram pretty much under the same name. Come check out my stuff and support me. A lot of stuff is going on soon.
Nice. I am at Dale Jitsu on TikTok, X, and Instagram in that order. I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, Magus extraordinaire, and it takes all that is in his extremely humble soul not to just go all forget the big three. It's just big me. Bum.
You just I was about to say you just can't say the word, but Balgroth can because he's half orc.
You know, I'll do it. I'm willing to say things at the opening of the stream that I normally wouldn't. So he's a knitter.
No, I'm not a knitter.
Listen, I don't need my job.
I do. Who can give me the recap of the last episode?
We killed. No. Did we kill? We didn't kill him. We tied him up.
That was
two. Right. Last session was
two
all
episodes
just our
ago.
interrogation. We interrogated the king prisoner, and then the doppelganger in the form of his ran-away brother Seth came in, and we talked with him, and he's gonna run the kingdom until Seth is, I don't know,
ready. And now we got to get out of here because now I think there's a price on our heads.
Yeah, we got a classic cartoon and run out.
And off to Sione then. Well, in the direction of Sione.
Yes. To find Rista.
Your friends all laughed. Husta.
Okay.
I love my lip.
Anything to add?
No, they got it pretty well, man.
All right. Inspiration to Stephen and Volgroth. And we start with you three leaving the castle and presumably making your way towards the hotel to get your things.
Yes.
Okay. So it's there are guards patrolling about. So as you walk, you can either roll stealth checks to go the quickest way towards the hotel, or take the longer route, which would take most of the night. But you wouldn't have to roll any stealth checks.
I'm feeling stealthy. Want to get out of here.
Go the long
Love this
way.
joint.
I mean,
Also,
If you have a mask, it's night.
he does have a mask.
I'm also the best at stealth.
He has the mask.
there you go.
He does have the mask, and even though I'm not necessarily good at stealth, I've been doing pretty well so far.
All right. So, can each of you roll 3 stealth checks, please?
Hmm.
Yip Yap with advantage
Two.
because of the mask. Oh my god. How many times did you click it, Steven? Oh, the advantage, right.
3 advantage stealth.
Oh,
Sorry.
Some
Oh,
very
no.
average numbers.
good lord! How many stealth rolls did you make?
Steven made 6 because he had to do advantage.
Oh
where
my
you
boy.
guys just had the base ones. So we'll start with
-1?
we'll start with Volgroth.
Oh, what?
You out there rapping about stealthiness right now.
You guys, Volgroth sticks to the kind of walls of the street, closer to the stores to stay out of the lamplight until he doesn't see where he's going and he falls over a pile of like tin pails, creating a loud crash noise, which gets the attention of one guard nearby. Yip Yap, you do pretty good until you trip over Balgroth, who is on the ground, because you were going too fast and weren't paying attention. You're still invisible, but there has been a noise now. And Isaiah, you're just kind of walking, witnessing this as they get most of the attention away. Just one guard. He starts making his way around the corner to see Balgroth on the ground.
I could try to get up and do an unarmed strike to knock him the heck out.
They still probably think you're a half orc and not a scale creature.
Oh, you put the mask back on.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an unarmed strike, sure.
Okay.
If he's just approaching, he hasn't done anything.
Oh,
You're approaching him.
I could just try to get up and move, right?
Yeah, you're not like you just kind of tripped over and made a lot of noise. You're not prone or anything.
Can I
Oh,
roll
no,
for
I'm just gonna
basic
get up.
neural activity?
Okay, I'm just gonna get up and just quickly try to move as quickly as I can out of the way.
Okay. Roll another stealth to see if you can duck into a nearby alley. Okay. You manage to duck behind just as the guard kind of comes into the lamplight and sees the pile of knocked over barrels. He doesn't see Yip Yap, who is still there, and he hasn't seen Isaiah yet. He's kind of looking around now.
My eyes closed. So he sees nothing.
If I can't see him.
I'd like to
No, as
cast-
in like literally my glowing eyes would be the only thing that he sees if I'm back in this alley. So like just close my freaking eyes.
I'll cast on him enhance.
Just sees these little beady eyes.
I'll cast on the guard enhance ability macular degeneration. Make him blind. No. No. I kid.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
In theory, if I could do it both, if I could decrease an ability, I could make his perception horrid.
Mm.
Instead,
So-
I'm just gonna watch to see if Balgroth can get out of this.
Jeremiah, just a quick real thing. I'm going to send a picture to the group chat because you saying that finally reminded me what I've been imagining every time I think of Balgroth with the skeleton face.
Oh no.
The hair.
Oh no.
Such a good movie.
Yes.
Have you seen this movie? It's a great
brilliant.
movie.
And creepy, but brilliant.
It's a great movie. It has Christopher Lloyd in it. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so guard is looking around. I will roll a quick perception for him. I don't know what happened there. I guess I'll just take the one. He doesn't see you guys, and he kind of walks back to his post.
Stood in the wind.
Stood in the wind. Balgroth and Isaiah, you guys can make another stealth check to see if you can get down the street without gaining more attention.
Oh no.
Can somebody
What happened to
please-
those like invisible spells?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're all out of those.
Ooh, fancy pants, stingy
We did.
over there.
We didn't
Help
have to
me!
go then.
It's like I should be Isaiah. Do you have any spell slots left?
I'm like far down the road now.
No.
You know what? Let me check one thing quickly. There's a possibility. Oh, I have to. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have my crow
Mhm.
come over, and I'm gonna, through the wand of fly, cast fly on you, Balgroth.
Okay
Okay.
then.
Okay. So yeah, Balgroth floats up into the air.
He starts sort of like fly swimming.
Yes.
Yip Yap is gonna jump onto him
To
like
the end.
Momo onto Appa.
Okay, so yeah, Balgroth, you have a yip yap on your back as you swim fly. Isaiah, can you roll stealth to keep
I
walking?
almost thought that you said that I have a yip on my back.
Right.
Not too far off. Yeah, Isaiah, you're able to just stick to the shadows. As Balgroth flies overhead with a yip yap on his back, with an invisible yip yap on his back.
It's easy to like not be noticed when there's something absurd going on.
Yeah.
Like this clown just falling over repeatedly and knocking into barrels and then just floating out of the way. I know you're not inflating like a balloon for this spell, but that is how I'm imagining you.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling fan, which now has to be sanitized.
Okay. So you guys make it back to the hotel with everything that you brought with you to the castle and all of your belongings up there. And the wagon with your timber wolves is still near the inn where they've been the entire time.
Yip Yap's gonna fast pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna load up the nets and the egg and the octopus and all my effects.
I'm gonna
Alright.
take my my picture and my orb,
The orb.
and that's it. 'Cause that's the
Is
only
this a
thing-
Yip
different
Yap
orb
like
or
just
bypass?
Yip Yap just unscrews a flask, not the magic one, and just like shoves it in his mouth while he's packing so he can task.
I hate that you. Well, no, I don't hate it. I love that you constantly have to say, "Not the magic one."
Magic one.
Save that
Remind
for the road
me-
trip.
No, I lost my note. Well, I don't have access to my notes right now.
Mhm.
I have. What do I have? I have an enchanted doll, and that did like that was for something, right?
You couldn't figure out. You were able to find out that it does have sort of enchantment necromancy magic on it, but you couldn't figure out. You knew it had to be activated, but you couldn't figure out how to activate it.
Gosh. Okay.
You know what? I'm dumb because I completely forgot that I've been wearing my bead necklace this whole time.
Oh, the magic bead necklace.
Yes.
Always good to forget you have a
Yeah.
magic item.
And I'm also realizing that I hate my chair because it's constantly sinking down. Now it feels like I'm trying to climb up from the top of my screen.
Get some phone books, man.
You also
Look
still
short
have
like you.
that. You have that. The battle axe as well.
Yeah, my necrotic battle axe. I still have it.
Good.
Oh yeah, I used it. Used it against the prince like once. And he got scared and ran away.
Sorry, what did I miss?
So
What
I,
does that
I
have in here?
I packed up everything, so we're good.
We're all good.
Okay.
Everything's fine here. We're all good here. How are you?
I'm just checking something really quick.
Oh, and we don't need to forget to travel this or to take the school because I already have it. It's in my head.
Yes.
Mind's eye.
So as you are
Slowly.
all getting your stuff together, Isaiah, your sending stone from
Yeah.
Noid begins to glow and ever so slightly vibrate on wherever you put it.
All right. I'll answer.
It crackles for a bit until you hear Noid's voice come through. Hello, Isaiah. Have you three found any information on Para's engagement with that kingdom?
Yes, it seems that she was in contact with the former prince and former king, to infiltrate it with doppelgangers and cause a war with the fish folk. Is that about right? Yeah. Anything to add there?
Interesting. Were you able to find her or any trace of her?
Sadly, no. I think perhaps the one person that may have known more got away.
Hmm.
The one who got away.
He's
She's not.
probably heading to Sione.
If she's not there, then I suppose we should get you back here. And rather fast, as I understand, you three are newly wanted in those walls, aren't you?
Yes.
How'd you know?
Should I just crush this and come back, or should we take the scenic route?
I have a way for you three to get back here. You would first have to get out of the kingdom, of course. But there is... The way to get back to Retcher is a complicated one. It's not just simply a teleportation spell. There are gateways that you must go through in order to find yourself in places like this. And I've marked one, the location of a known one, on the map that I gave you before you left. And the Timberwolves also know where to go. You just have to keep them on track.
So you're saying they know the way?
Are you saying we can't simply walk into Retcher?
No.
Does your wolf know the way that the sun shines?
Well, I suppose we'll make our exit then.
Alright, I'm packed. Let's go to Sione.
I wish you three luck and a safe egress from the kingdom. And you hear a click as the stone goes dark and cold.
Did she just hang up on you?
I'm just picturing the
Young
stone
couple.
kind of. I'm just picturing the stone morphs like a face, like the Halloween Town skulls.
Gotcha.
All right.
I
Well,
like the transponder
are we
sounds.
all loaded up?
Oh yeah! Yip pulls out another flask and starts unscrewing it.
Right.
Yeah, and I guess either you and I are driving.
Yes. Do you have a preference?
You do it.
All right.
I did it last time.
Yeah, I say to the animals that drive themselves.
The wolves get up and shake off some of the dried leaves that have accumulated on their body and start walking out of the stables they've been in and onto the main road of the kingdom. And the sun is very slowly creeping up now as the lamps snuff themselves out. There are less guards as curfew will soon be over. And as you're walking down this main road, you pass a bulletin that holds wanted posters. And the three newest wanted posters hold the likeness of each of you with the moving picture of the three of you entering the castle doors.
Oh, they got my nose all wrong.
Well, I suppose we've all garnered some level of acclaim.
Balgrov goes to look at his bounty.
The wagon is going close enough you can see that it reads, do you want to check yours or all of them?
All of them.
For Balgroth, wanted dead for 2,000 gold pieces. Isaiah and Yip wanted dead. Each of you have your own posters. Wanted dead for 1,000 gold pieces. For the crimes against the crown and attempted assassination of King Jacoby.
Interesting.
My
Wonder why
bounty's
he's
big.
double us. I'm the one who killed him.
Fossil is gonna fly out and grab my poster. I'm just gonna admire it up close. I can't read a blasted thing on it.
It's just a picture of you. It's like a gif of Yip Yap like walking up the first couple steps of the castle doors, then resetting and doing it again.
Oh. Interesting.
Balgroth, why do you think your bounty is twice as large?
Because I'm twice as large as any of you.
Perhaps, but then why is mine not double Yip Yap's?
Because I'm better than the both of you. Oh, and and of course I am a prince. So it's possible they could have considered this an act of war.
Where's your kingdom, Balgroth?
Where's your family?
They're probably fine. Alive, even. Not out here playing lovey-dovey with toasters in the shower just to see them.
What's in the where?
You literally gave me the toaster and put me in the shower.
But I'm not doing it myself. Listen, that was an accident and you know it. Really, you shouldn't have come in the room at that time.
You literally asked me.
Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. So yeah.
I'm not qualified to deal with whatever you two are going through.
It's okay, Yip Yap. We're just establishing how I'm better than him because of my higher bounty.
Ah.
So do the wagon is moving at a pace enough where like if you wanted to, the both of you could also get your wanted posters off the bulletin.
Yeah, snatch mine.
I don't care.
Okay. In the wagon, the wolves turn off the main road, and you see the gates of the wall are still closed. What are those called? Like the types of gates? It's very specific.
A drawbridge?
Sure, that sounds correct. And as this comes into view, like a straight shot down the road, the Timberwolves start to run towards the gate. Guards atop the parapets yell and try to fire arrows down at the wagon, but they fail to pierce the canvas above you, and it doesn't bother the wolves at all. But the wolves do howl as a green energy, as you've kind of seen before in them, starts to glow brighter, and the branches that make up their bodies grow larger and start to reach around the wagon, encasing it in these branches and leaves. And just as the branches kind of close off your sight, the wolves are right up on the wall, and you feel that giant lurch of gravity as the wagon is pulled up the wall and the wolves start running up.
This whole time, Yip Yap's just been yelling.
And the yells of the guards outside start to get louder and more panicked, until you fear that kind of absence of gravity, and you start going down at a large pace. Everything in the wagon that isn't tied down is kind of floating around you three, Yip Yap included, because he is very light.
I reach up and grab him while trying to hold on for dear life.
And for several seconds, you're falling in this state until there's a loud crack and a thud as the wagon snaps back onto the ground.
Yip Yap
But
face
keeps
plants into the
moving.
floorboards. Oh.
The shell of branches around it breaks away, and the wagon feels unsteady for a moment until it fixes itself, and the wolves keep running out as the screams and yells kind of fade behind you.
Oh, my head.
Well, that just happened.
Really, Balgroth?
What? We've seen weirder things before. We literally had to deal with doppelgangers this time. And giant sea creatures. Literally going hardcore parkour up a castle wall, honestly, isn't that too bad.
Yip Yap paws around for a flask and drinks from the magic one.
On the wild magic table.
I will counterspell you if I have a spell slot. I don't.
Fireball. The entire thing goes up in flames.
Bon Vecna. Oh no.
Um, for the next few minutes, Yip Yap, kind of emanating from you and around your head is just the Jack in the Box music.
Ah, yes, that fits right with the little duckies and stars that Yip Yap is seeing from face planting into the floorboards.
Yada yada does it. All right. So I guess we're off, right?
Yep.
I thought we were going to Sayoni, not home.
We're going to Retcher. That's not home for me.
With the branches away, you guys can see outside again, and the sun has started to turn the sky sort of pinkish red as it rises. And the walls of Belmare start to fall behind you in the rolling horizon. And you guys have time to take some rest or think about what you've done.
Think about what you've done.
Yeah, Yip Yap is just gonna zonk out.
Okay.
I have a pendant of Beetle God. Is that anything in I think it's just a thing, right?
I made a new map, by the way,
Ooh.
which better illustrates where you guys are. So you guys are currently going in this direction.
So let's see. We were just in what? Belmar?
Here, yeah.
Yeah, Belmare.
I'm from Colebrook, which is spelled with coal like this, the rock.
No, this Colbrook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
And
read.
King Cardine is where the Stolas is from.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Retcher is not on the map because it's different.
Far away. And over here is Sione, right?
Yep.
We need to go there.
But you guys are headed towards this river here.
Yar. So just looking over my inventory, I have of note that could be interesting: the King's Mask, Pendant of the Beetle God.
Mm-hmm.
I have Divination for Dummies, an Orc book, a Bark book. I do have that Skin Golem book, How to Tame Your Dragon, 2 Limrius magic books. Ooh, and then some Callus ears. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna study the books for a little while. And
Okay.
I assume the pendant is like nothing. Is it just like a pendant that I have?
Just weird. Does that lake look like South Carolina?
Shut up. It was an accident. No, you don't detect any magic on the pendant. It's just in the shape of like a rhino beetle.
Gotcha. How about the Bark book? Did we ever read that?
You guys were never able to.
Yes.
Actually, I don't think you're talking about the book Made of Tree, right?
Yeah. Wasn't that
never
one
got
where you had to
that
pay the
back.
guy in shekels or something to look at it, to translate it or something?
No, someone stole it from you and sold it to that guy, and you weren't able to buy it back.
No, that was so. I should have killed him on the way. That was outrageous. He wanted me to pay in like some obscure local currency to keep it authentic.
Yeah.
Drank his like chai fair trade latte or whatever.
He also gave you that wand. He's not entirely bad.
I know, but it's on principle. Like I got robbed, and he's like, not only you have to buy it back, and you have to buy it back in like rubles. In like whatever Spain francs, whatever they use before the euro. And using like the beads.
Okay.
Just saying. I have a
Why
clam
can't you just
locket.
pay him back in tacos?
What?
That would be the best way. Why can't you just pay him back in tacos? That's the best way to repay someone.
I'm gonna put on the king. I'm gonna inspect the King's Mask for magic.
It has some kind of enchantment magic on it. Very small, like dull enchantment magic.
Balgroth, try this mask on for size.
This is like the dragon's mask all over again.
His eyeballs go into a piercing gaze, into an almost glare. Are you asking me to be your guinea pig again?
I just think it would look lovely on you. I'm curious. It's a royal mask for a king.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you think you're not worthy,
I rolled a 16 for insight.
What are you trying to insight?
I'm trying to see if he's just bluffing.
what?
Because I
Are
don't
you
trust
not-
him right now.
What?
And I just can't
Oh.
wait to be king.
Also, what is this picture of the guy crawling up the steps?
Is Stephen sent it in response of me talking about the wanted poster.
Ah, Balgroth. If you think you're not worthy of the king's regalements, that's totally fine. And not everyone's ready yet.
Nobody said that I wasn't ready.
Listen, Balgroth.
I'm just wary of you giving me things.
Bravery is something to
Actually,
work up
telling
to.
them to
It's
put
not-
them on my face again.
Fossil is
I've
just
never written on your
standing
face
on.
before.
Fossil is just standing on my back, looking between each person as they start talking.
Balgroth, listen, I understand that courage doesn't come easy. And so none of us will think any less of you if you feel that you're not up to the task. I'm going to go back to studying it and then look back at him.
Do any of you guys take a long or short rest?
Wait,
Yeah,
give me 1 second.
Oh,
I take the mask
okay.
and you give an unarmed strike.
You're gonna try and break the mask?
No!
You
I hit Isaiah at the back of the head.
Oh. Does that hit?
Does a 16 hit? Especially
No,
when he's not
it doesn't.
looking?
Boy,
When he's not looking.
my AC is based
Attack from
on
behind.
17.
I'll say, Balgroth, you do like hit him on the back of the head, but it doesn't hurt.
Good. That's all I wanted.
I cast testicular torsion. Roll
I cast
Constitution.
instant gametes. Oh man. I put on the mask.
So you take the other one off, put this one on.
Yes.
And as you put it on, it has a sort of mesh over the eye holes, so you don't see very clearly through it. And stuff looks different around you when you have these on. Like, you still recognize the wagon you're in, but it looks rotted from the inside out. Are you looking at Isaiah or Yip Yap?
I look at Yip.
You kind of turn your head to look down, and you see once again more like broken parts of the wagon, and where Yip Yap is, I guess sitting. I don't know what Yip Yap is doing right now currently.
Laying face down.
He's laying face
Fossil's
down.
Fossil's on my back.
You see a sort of half rotten cobalt corpse with the tail kind of waving back and forth, with just a full skeleton of a pseudo dragon sitting on its back, looking up at you with a tilted head.
I then turn to Isaiah.
Where Isaiah is sitting, you see these overlapping shadows and like swirling wisps of gray. And as the longer you stare at him, the more eyes start to open along his silhouette.
I hope you believe in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're
I immediately take off the mask and I'm like, what? I stare at it shaking. What in the world is this thing?
What happened?
You hear Gary pop up in the back of your head. Yo, dude, that was like when I took that weird, what are they, gummies, I think, from this witch I knew. That was crazy, dude.
Why does anybody care about your witch escapades? My mind is dying here.
Your mind
What
is
was
my
your
mind.
mind? Tell me in very vivid detail.
I see dead people.
Go on.
I am.
Bruce
I
Willis.
am dead people. You see, and I used the mask pointed at Yip Yap. Yip Yap was a corpse, and you were covered in eyes, and darkness, and evil, and death.
Interesting. Let me see that mask from Balgroth.
I toss it at him.
I'm gonna try it on now.
Okay, you put it on, and hold
Fuck
on. You
it,
see
just
the
accept
kind
it.
of when you look at you see the wagon in the similar state. It's all like broken. There are holes in it. It's sort of just pulling itself along. You look to Yip Yap, and you see that same keeled over, half rotten corpse with the wagging tail and the pseudo dragon looking up at you. And you look to Balgroth, and you see this. He's still half orc, but his skin is bulging in places where it shouldn't be bulging. And
So-
there's lights underneath his skin. And when you look up at his face, sort of like a triangle over his eyes and towards his mouth, the skin has been peeled back to show not skeleton, but metal.
So death frame Yip Yap has a tail.
And it's
Yeah.
wagging.
In death I am whole. Cognito ergo Yip Yap.
Balgroth, I suppose you are dead. Is it like a metal skull, or is it just like a sheet of metal?
This is a sheet of metal.
With strange aeons, even Yip may yap.
Yip Yap, tell me, in the terrible incident involving those evil adventurers in Curiga, how did you get away?
He cut off my tail and cut my head and left me for dead, and I passed out. I want to ride the pony.
Hutch?
Did I just hear him right?
Yes. Interesting. And Balgroth, you said you saw eyes and shadows and smoke on me?
Yes.
I did spend some time in Zito's library.
Must have been a hoot of a time.
I wonder if I'm the only one here who's still alive.
Am I the only one left in the world?
Is the world merely my delusion?
Wow. So even in your delusions, you can't get any ladies.
Hey!
I'm nothing if not realistic.
You turned so quickly.
As the great Dopo Orochi once said, if your greatest fantasy is the reality of your enemy, you shall never lose. Well, I'm going to keep this on for a while.
You're gonna keep it on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why am I rolling constitutions?
Oh, hey, here, have this. This is a Call of Cthulhu player sheet. Yes, you'll need the sanity tracker.
Oh, he's already in that. Do you like try to look at anything else while you're wearing it?
I'll look at the dragon egg.
The dragon egg it doesn't have its shell anymore, and a huge chunk has been taken out of the top of it where a bloody yolk kind of drips down over it, and you see the head of this preformed dragon embryo.
I hope this egg isn't actually dead. That would be quite unfortunate. How about
egg
what
still
if I
just
look at the
chugging out?
familiars, so Fossil and my crow?
When you look at Fossil, you just see the skeleton of a pseudo dragon on Yip Yap's back, and when you look at your crow, you see the skeleton of a crow.
I was a raven like a writing desk.
Hmm. How about the octopus?
When you look at the octopus, it's not the same octopus. It's much, much bigger, where it's nearly overflowing the tank. And instead of the pinkish skin that he actually has, it's this green, blotchy flesh with purple veins and a big purple eye staring up at you.
Oh, that was almost close enough to Squidward. I was gonna joke
Is
like he looks
is
over at you and is like, "Why aren't you in uniform?"
why aren't you in uniform?
I wonder if this is some sort of. It could be pure illusion. Is it some sort of predictive?
Well, think Yip
Well,
Yap's gonna die with a tail?
he'll be reunited with his tail.
Also, how can it like our pseudo pets are pseudo existent?
Now he's got. Right now, there's in the ether somewhere a tail no Yip Yap. So when you guys combine, it'll just be Yip Yap tail.
A tail no Yip Yap?
Yes.
What
I
kind
miss
of
my
anime
wife
title
tail.
is that? I miss my tail's wife.
I miss my wife tail. I
I'll
miss
be
her a
back.
lot. I'll be back.
Yes, this is interesting. This deserves. Let's see. Is there anything else to look at? I don't think we have anything else.
I mean, there's stuff outside.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look outside.
No
You
one's looked at
see-
their own hands.
Are you still covered in the branches, or did
No,
that
no, no.
go?
They broke off when you fell down from the wall. And you see the wolves pulling along, and they're still made out of branch, but instead of the green glow they have, it's now more of a pale yellow. And they look much. The wood looks more dead than it does.
Fall.
Interesting. This is what the king was wearing, and I believe the princes had similar masks. Or at least they wore masks. Did they not wear masks at some point?
No, the princes never had masks.
So just the king had a mask?
Mhm.
I wonder if this was something that he chose for a reason, or was given to him for a nefarious reason. Is there any reflective surface I can look at?
No, it seems to be made out of more porcelain with.
No. Like, is there a mirror in the
Oh,
cart?
do you guys still have that mirror that shows you how you die?
Didn't we trade that
I thought we still had
with like the weird trader guy that was also in Tomes of Time?
what?
I think you might have.
Yeah.
Then
Because that's where Balgroth got his mask.
Oh yeah, that's true.
you traded the mirror for the mask.
No, we traded but it was just like the mask was at his store. We did other stuff too. I need to get those notes off my hard drive at some point. I am not dead, Yip Yap. I am very much alive.
Look at your
Now, I
eyes.
may be possessed by a nefarious god of hedonism, but that's quite a different thing.
Yip Yap is asleep.
I'm speaking into his dreams. When you dream, I'll be there.
So you guys continue on, I guess, as Yip Yap takes. Are you taking a long rest or a short rest?
I was
Definitely long
assuming
rest.
we were gonna sleep because we were kind of awake through the night. So
I mean, that's your choice.
Right.
that's a way to get exhaustion.
Okay, so you all take a long rest.
My crows keeping watch, but yes.
You all sleep pretty peacefully. There's no need to really take watches because the wolves know where they're going and keep continuing on. And you all wake up later by a very I guess shocking, is I can't find the right word, or abrupt rattling of the wagon as it's pulled over rocks and gravel. Um, and you find that you are at the shoreline of this very grand river that falls into the ocean. Um, and you
What?
see up ahead where the wolves are going towards is what appears to be the shallowest part of this river, where something is churning up the water.
Flat as a board, Yip Yap is just rattled onto his feet, still stiff as a board, and then, like a cartoon, he just comes out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
His snout pops out.
I rise up and take a look at I just sort of stare at the water real quick.
This is like a pond or a lake or
You're walking on a riverbank, and up ahead, at a shallow part of the river, something is churning up the water.
ah, what I miss, guys? I
If I
conk
see
out
a
quick.
hand pop out with a sword, I'm taking it.
Oh,
not if
what's
I
with the
get
new
there
mask?
first, Batman.
What's there? What's with the new mask?
I thought I would try a new look.
Oh, can I try it?
No.
Oh, I'll let you try my Dragonborn mask.
Double no.
I remember how that happened.
Yip Yap, you know how you don't handle the idea of death very well?
What are you talking about? My entire family's dead.
And you haven't handled it well, have you? Also,
What do
the
you?
issue of dying of old age. I
Oh,
don't think you'd like this world, Yip Yap.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck in it though.
You don't need to
Anyway, whirlpool.
Yeah. What do we see?
I, yeah, I moved to get a little bit closer. Not stepping into the water yet, but just
Well, you're in the wagon, I would assume,
yeah.
once you get out. As the Timberwolves pull the wagon closer, and with the sun not in the afternoon yet, but it's late morning by now, you see a larger than average vezin is rolling around in the shallow bank of the river. And the thrashing slowly comes to a stop as it rolls onto its belly and watches you approach with very pale, sunken eyes.
Balgroth uncharacteristically just waves.
What's out there, Balgraf?
I see a thing.
Oh, I like things. Pa 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 pa. Yip yap. What's up? Well,
Do I see it any differently?
You see some like similar to Yip Yap. It is half rotten and eaten through, but um, apart from Yip Yap, there are trees and bushes growing out of the separation from flesh and bone.
Hmm. And what was the normal thing they saw as I lifted the mask briefly?
It's just a larger than average resin um, with pale, sunken eyes. And as you guys start to continue to get closer, with the Timberwolves not really slowing down, it starts to raise its stinger point tail. And on its skin, where there should be dark scales, are deep lines of pale flesh scratched into the sides and back and up the tail, which, as you look at it more, seems malformed.
I try to communicate with it like I did with the Vezins in the town.
How do you try?
That's how he sounds like.
I just gutturally, I'm just like friendly, help, Vezin, freedom.
He's in whale speak.
It makes it makes these large huffs similar to kind of like an elephant, as its sunken eyes find Yip Yap. And Yip Yap, you hear words where Isaiah and Balgroth hear guttural kind of growls and hisses.
Just like awful.
Creature of fire, why do you puncture the territory of Tirek? Do you offer these hairless shamblers to me for safe passage, or do you all wish to die to the lofty jaws of a god?
Oh. Ah. Mm. Ha. Ha. I didn't realize we were coming into the presence of a god. Ah.
What?
What?
Oh no, you're just hearing. Oh, how are you? Our animals are taking us on a natural path to the one who sent us out. Do you know, annoyed?
The Vezin slowly stands up, and as it does, you find that it is. Whereas the Vezins you've met were almost the size of your wagon, kind of brushing up against the sides of it, this one is larger than your wagon. And it makes a barking howl before it leans its head down, and the Timberwolves finally come to a stop just to look up at it. Do you offer yourself, or do you run?
I
Big
mean,
pheasant, big pheasant.
we maybe like go around. Like we really didn't know you were here. We would have like avoided you if we did. Um. Uh, what's your name? I'm Yip Yap No Tail, Kobold Rogue.
I am Tirek. I am the god of these lands.
Eric, god of these lands. Do you know Kiriga? He's a god too.
The Vezin walks closer, and it uses the point of its tail to rip open the top of the wagon cover
Crap, crap, crap.
and
Yip
looks
Yap, what
down.
is this thing saying to you?
Valgroth immediately readies in action.
It sniffs into the wagon, and all of you feel the hot air that leaves its breath. And it leans back and sits in the way of the Timberwolves, which kind of just paw at the ground impatiently. I eat. Which one first?
Look, maybe my people can talk to your people, and we can get this whole. This is just a misunderstanding. See,
Yip yap, what is he saying?
he wants to eat one of us.
What?
One of you specifically. He didn't
What?
implicate eating me at all, actually. Um,
Balgroth, how edible do you feel right now? Wait a second. Why does he think he can just eat people?
I don't know.
I'm surprised that was the first question that came out of your mouth.
He said he's God of these lands.
Oh, another one.
How many gods are we going to face?
Hey, I speak back in the animalistic. Hey, so do you normally look like this?
Yes.
This isn't like someone didn't come by and mess with you.
I have been attacked many times for ownership of this land, but I have won every battle.
Oh, okay. He's really strong, guy.
Oh, please.
Why
What's a
can't
god
we
to a
just-
non-believer?
Why
Look at
can't
him.
we
He can't be that strong.
Why can't we just pass? Doesn't he know the Tylurian?
Hey, do you know the Tylurian?
The Tylurian is a coward compared to me.
Oh, so you have a lot of paladins and clerics?
I don't understand what you say,
Like
child.
a warrior that's like you give power to.
I have all the power.
Oh,
What did he say?
he said he's greedy. He doesn't have any clerics, and he thinks that your god is a coward.
Oh, Ross, are you going to take that?
Well, okay, now he dies.
No, right? He's won. He says he's won every battle he's been in.
Yes, everyone's won every battle until they lose one. Yep, yeah. It's how it
Everyone's
works.
always won their battles until they met me.
Except that one
I,
doppelganger.
uh,
He didn't fight me.
And that guy that got away in the throne room.
Again,
As you
he didn't fight
guys
me. He ran.
talk, can all three of you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
What have you done?
No. Oh, no.
Okay, I can do it.
Yeah.
As you guys talk, and almost start to have an argument, I guess, you hear the a whoosh as this Vezin stabs its stinger down through the wagon and almost impales itself straight through Yip Yap's stomach, but latches into his shoulder instead and pulls him out of the wagon.
Pulls me?
Yeah, and we can roll for initiative now. That's not initiative. That's
Oh,
not
God.
initiative. There it is.
We probably need to put our tokens down, don't we?
No, it's okay.
No, we have to put our tokens down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You are. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Haha, I genius. When did I roll initiative? Okay. Oh, I haven't yet. Haha! How is it that I have a -2 and I have the highest initiative?
Yip Yap, what is this thing's name?
What is the name of the thing that I intend to slay?
Tyrant!
How do you spell that? What?
I don't know.
What's his name? Though, act like phonetically.
It's Tirek. Tirek.
I was right, except for an extra R.
But there's only one R.
I know, I added an extra.
So yeah, it has lifted Yip Yap out of the wagon through his shoulder, which actually, hold on, should... I don't know if I wrote twice.
Boy.
Oh, because his initiative, I'm stupid. You feel 6 slashing damage, Yip Yap, as it gets you into the shoulder.
Yeah. How do his hands do this? Someone get the cobalt out the air.
And with
Good
Balgroth and
Sonic.
Isaiah still in the wagon, Balgroth, it is your turn to do whatever you think is correct.
Okay, so let's see. First thing I do, just to make sure.
And I'll say that it's within 5 feet if you guys want to do a close attack, because it's right up against the side of the wagon.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my magic beads and rub the sapphire one, casting bless on the three of us.
Sick, dude. It's so cool to see you finally use those.
I know, right, dude? So let's see.
Dude.
Right. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is of course, activate my branding smite
Mm-hmm.
and
Branding smite.
attack with the blade of vengeance. Does a
14 does
14 hit?
no.
I hit him again.
That does hit. The first time you get him, the sword slashes into the one of the scars, but it doesn't flinch as it starts to hover Yip Yap above its mouth. But the second time you stab it, you get it in one of its pressure points, most likely, and it flinches back and almost. Yip Yap is hooked onto the tail, so he's not exactly holding Yip Yap. So as he
Right.
stumbles back, Yip Yap is yanked back through the air.
So is it undead or a fiend?
No, it's a Vezin.
Ah,
Okay,
16.
you take 16.
And check. Wait a second.
Mhm.
I should have did this earlier. Cause wait. /R.
Oh, fancy pants.
Did an 18 hit?
Yes.
I'm hit.
I immediately casted Bless as a free action and then never actually used it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the classic blunders.
Classics.
Horses never start a land war nation.
19.
19 on top of the. Okay. Yeah. The slashes that you sink into it glow with that slight radiant magic, and it pulls Yip Yap through the air as it stumbles backwards.
It what me through the what?
Yanks. Is that your turn?
1 second. Let me see. I did have a really good bonus action.
Your bonus action was using the necklace, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. My bad. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Yip Yap, it's your turn. You have a stinger pierced through your shoulder. How you doing?
And Yip Yap is gonna cast Koboldish Wine.
Oh.
From the Viv. I think I'm gonna upcast this to 2nd level. Oh no! Why would it do that to me? It's
Oh.
also wild magic.
Yeah,
which is
roll
my-
raw magic.
Which is my true goal.
It passes.
Ah!
Question mark?
Huh?
So it passes, so it doesn't take any damage, or what does it take?
But this
One
is a
shot.
good question. Show spell description.
Well, which one's the damage? The 1 or the 11?
On a failed save, a creature takes. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much. It's both because I upcast it, because it's an extra D slot.
Okay,
It's an
so it would be
extra-
6. He took 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And 36.
I am also going to use. I do have this, right?
Roll a d10 as well.
/R. 1d10.
36 was E. How old is Yip Yap?
That's a good question.
He was like 20 something, right?
Yeah, he's a 20-something.
What's his age?
Ambiguous. I don't know. He's
Okay, well, whatever age he is, he's 6 years older.
Oh, okay. That doesn't affect that much.
He grows a slight muffin top.
Yip.
Like an inch taller.
That's a personal attack. UPF is going to also cast Quicken Spell. Or use Quicken Spell. So
Mhm.
2 sorcery points.
I almost thought he said you speak in spell.
And I am going to cast on myself. This is wild magic. I can't see. Is this wild magic? Yes. Okay. False life. I am filled with determination as I think about Kiraga.
And you roll wild magic.
Eight. After this, I should just start chugging my wild magic drink. I am just trying to use wild magic to attack this creature, which is not the smartest idea.
As you cast this necrotic spell, these glowing pustules grow across your body like a disease. And they swell and grow beneath your scales until they pop, causing you a good bit of pain. Roll a 1d6. But also, any creatures within 5 feet of you takes 1d10, and the closest thing to you is the Vezin.
Yes, I'm doing damage.
So 1d10.
Does it hurt me too?
Yeah, roll a 1d6. Okay, the Vezin takes 7 poison damage, acid damage. And you take 5 acid damage.
That's okay, because I got 8 temporary hit points.
Is that your turn?
Unfortunately, yes.
As you do this, you first, thunder wave it, and then upon casting this false life, acid falls onto it, and its tail slams you into the ground, and tries to, pull you off of the spike on its tail.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
And I'll do... Okay. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as it tries to yank you off of its tail. And then it's Isaiah's turn.
That just wasted all of my temp hit points.
Rip.
Hey, you had him though.
For less than 6 seconds.
You still had him though.
Isaiah, it's your turn.
I'm going to speak his name and say Tirek as I cast Ralthlim's Psychic Lance. You must now make an intelligence saving throw.
Let's hope he's stupid.
Passes.
Damn.
He is not stupid.
Hold up, but I'm not done. See, there's another.
Wait. You still have bless on that too.
It's a saving throw, so it doesn't.
It's a save.
But I also have silvery barbs.
The user manual for my knife says risk of asphyxiation.
So we must re-roll that.
Let's try to see. Ha! You were faking being smart. You're stupid.
So yeah, he's gonna take, what is that? 14 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the end of my next turn, or start of my next turn.
Oh wait, did it not count its initiative?
Yeah, it's got a 13, I think.
Why is it not showing up on the turn order?
You have to click the creature and then roll initiative, but you can change it once it's in the order.
No, but I did do that. I did that both times.
I guess it just has an attitude.
Wait,
It's a
hold on.
god who doesn't want to fight.
If this is the actual reason why this isn't working, I'm going to be so upset. Oh my god!
Well, you can change it once it's in there. You can just...
Yeah, I'll just say he goes after you, Isaiah.
All right.
So is that your turn then? You do the psychic damage?
Yes, and he's incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Yeah.
He was not standing still. He was lying in wait.
So
Wait.
you do the psychic damage to it, and it falls down where its head is under the water of the stream, and Yip Yap is half off of the spike in his shoulder. And he's incapacitated. It's ball rough.
So is Yip Yap where I can reach him?
He's like 10 feet away, you can go to him.
Yeah, I go to him and can I use a free action to try to pull the thing off of his shoulder?
Yeah.
I try
To
to do
clarify,
that.
am I incapacitated?
No, the creature is.
Oh, the creature is.
Yeah,
okay.
the creature is.
The god is.
So
Hey.
I try to pull him off.
We gotta rest sometime.
You manage to pull him off. Yip Yap, you feel the stinger leave your shoulder, and all of you can see this gaping wound, like a hole straight through his shoulder. Yip Yap, you really can't feel that arm anymore.
Guys.
Hmm. I'm trying to remember what heals necrotic damage. Which spells heal necrotic damage?
Well, his shoulder isn't from necrotic damage.
Oh.
No, that's just from the stinger being through his body.
Hmm.
There's just slashing damage.
Okay. So it'll heal. It'll heal.
Are you sure? I can't feel anything.
So it hurts like hell, I would
This is
assume.
my stibby hand. Alright.
Your skivity hand?
My stibby hand. This is my stabby hand. Stabby my knife.
Isaiah, it's not time for brain rot.
Balgruff, is that your turn?
No. Is there another place where I can attack this thing?
You're kind of standing next to it now with you have Yippee out.
Oh, wow. So I just use free actions. It's time for me to go to work. So I use my bonus action to add not only to my divine smite, a branding smite. So with that being said,
You keep resending the gift.
It's not. Is it going as a GIF or no?
It shows up for like a second and then goes away.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to
it's
send it.
weird. 16.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, that's weird too.
What does a
Oh, that's
16 do?
link.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
16
a
to hit.
16 hit.
It is not hit.
Yeah. Use one of my inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
20.
It's
Yeah. 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 And hold up. Branding smite. 9, 11, 16.
takes 16.
And for my second attack. Oh,
Okay.
yes. Gonna put a little extra oomph into this one. Because that number makes me smile. Plus 24.
You slice through its malformed tail, which starts to very profusely bleed this sort of golden amber blood as it starts to twitch in its incapacitation.
I watch as the blood flows upon the ground. Does it do anything to it?
No, but you don't believe Vezins bleed this color.
What is this thing?
Is that your turn?
In fact, that was actually if I know correctly.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yep, it's your turn. You have hole in shoulder.
Oh, no. Why? What's the status of our attacker?
Its tail is cut off and it's bleeding a lot, but it doesn't look dead yet.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
incapacitated.
For the moment.
Let's see. Source was this one. Okay. Oh goodness. I am going to, unable to lift my arm to do burning hands, I'm going to use koboldish gleek.
Okay.
I almost thought he said koboldish Glock. Master has given Dobby a Glock.
An 8 doesn't hit. Or is it spell
Use
save?
my-
Excuse me, sorry. No. Wait. What
Yeah,
is
it's
the
not
spell
safe.
save? I don't remember how this spell works.
Yeah, it's a ranged attack, so that means it doesn't hit. Except, I'll use my inspiration.
What's the spell save for then?
Guess it's just there.
Mm.
It's a 16 hit.
No.
Isn't he incapacitated? Fine.
Just because he's incapacitated doesn't mean his defense is down.
Yeah, he still has his art. He still has like some scales and stuff.
His AC is still pretty lit.
So you get vomits molten lava twice.
Yeah, I'm going to then bonus action. Are we in like a bog or something?
You're on the bank of a river. You're technically up here, but like you guys are so close together that I just have your distances in my head.
Is he in the water?
His head isn't under the water, yes.
But his body.
Is there like a pile of leaves or?
There's sand and gravel and rocks.
I'm gonna bonus action nosedive into the sand and hide.
I don't like sand.
Okay, roll stealth. Is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be the end of my no.
I say the last thing you see.
Wait, it's a save. It's a save. Roll a d4.
That's not a save. It's a check.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
But I should still have that, shouldn't I?
You can still use it.
I say you see Yip Yap nosedive into the sand and kind of bruises his face before he starts digging.
Wow.
And this creature is bleeding its amber blood with its head under the water.
Well, for some reason, it won't let me move my fireball that I put in the corner for safekeeping. But
who took my fireball?
I got my secret fireball, guys.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Yeah, but with that, I'm gonna cast the good old ball of fire.
Oh, Toodles! Fireball!
I didn't ask how big the wagon was. I said I cast fireball!
Oh, man, that's great. Does he hit?
Dexterity saving throw. Yes.
Yeah.
So I can only count to 2.
20-foot radius.
I'm spacing it farther away, but I can't move it to where I want it because it won't move. But I'm not really casting it off in Sione.
Okay.
Across the whole city size.
Meanwhile, in the polar ice caps of Sione,
I was just gonna say,
they're
like,
not
all of you
anymore.
are within 10 feet of it.
Well, I'm casting, so you can cast it 150 feet
I
away.
know, I just wanted to specify where you
Yeah.
guys were. I know what you're doing.
Yes, I will exclude myself and my allies from the blast as an evocation wizard
Okay. So
because
yeah.
I'm not a psychopath.
It
But you
takes
know,
26 damage as you put this scorching fire into its back.
yar.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Zaya might not be a psychopath, but are we sure he isn't a sociopath?
As after the fireball kind of diminishes away, the Vezin starts to shakily stand up as the incapacitation wears off, and it
Uh-oh.
creates this loud booming howl that you've never heard a creature make before, as the blood that has fallen from its body into the water starts to glow and the water spins beneath its feet. The tail starts to glow as well as its what appears to be its veins shoot out of the tail to reconnect to its body. And it stares at the three of you with glowing amber eyes before taking off at a speed much faster than a regular Vezin, as far as you know, until it's far enough down the river where you see that it's running across the water towards the ocean.
Well,
Like a
I'm gonna
Jesus
I'm gonna
hat.
fly and make chase
It's running really fast.
faster than I can fly.
Yes.
Let's see if I have a spell that can help here. Ba, 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 ba.
Well, it's not your turn if you guys are still gonna fight it. It would be
So-
Balgroth's turn.
I mean,
Because its running speed is like, it's sprinting. What does sprinting do? It doubles it?
That's a
mhm.
dash.
So it's already 120 feet away.
Boy!
I could still. I could still mark it as my quarry.
Want to?
Yeah,
120
We're
feet
taking
is
this sucker out to get the experience.
I'm just chasing this bad boy. He's
120
ticked me off.
120 feet in 6 seconds.
I mean, I just want to keep tracking it because of that, I have advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival check that I have to find it.
Okay.
So I cast Hunter's Mark. It's tagged.
Balgroth,
I've got it sent.
Balgroth, I can't feel my arms. Balgroth.
Does Balroth get an attack of opportunity when it runs away?
No.
No. It's
Is that
too
going to be
fast.
your turn, Balgroth, or are you not going to
I mean, I can't physically attack it anymore. It's gone.
But
do
I
anything else?
Let's see. No, it's too far away because it's over 120 feet. I can't use command.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Aside from finding Steed and chasing after the bad boy, but
Okay.
no.
Yep. You're writhing on the ground.
find the Steve got Balgroth because I'm about to stop this boy in its dead tracks. The old Yeller.
It's another 120 feet away.
Yep, he's just gonna one hand crawl into the wagon and sulk.
Oh, sulk. I thought you said salt as in salt the wound.
All
Okay.
right.
I said,
You said it ran 120 feet?
each turn, yeah, so it's
Boy gets to move on other people's turns?
well, he's constantly dashing.
Well, yeah, but all these are like... These,
Oh, never mind. You're right. I'm thinking of a weird thing.
All right.
Yeah, he's
In
120
that
feet away.
case, I'm going to...
He said, "Hey, that's cheating."
He's hacking.
Legendary action
He
run.
did say he's a god.
Legendary action run.
In that case, yeah, I'm going to say, does a god flee, Tarek?
He's going through the Ghost Star technique.
Tariq. And I'm gonna
Tarisha.
Badoom. Oh, hang on. Boom.
Intelligence.
Ah!
Is this just the pure insult version of hideous laughter?
Yeah, it can reach him, but he passed the save.
Half as much damage. Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
text damage still running. You do anything else?
Balgroth, have you marked him yet?
Yeah, he's marked.
Very well. Then we'll track him.
Nice.
You guys are really just gonna follow him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, why are they doing this? They were supposed to just let it go for some reason.
Let's
That's
let 'em
very
run.
character for them.
I'm just
No,
so-
if I have the opportunity to gain the title of God Killer in this campaign, I'm gonna do it.
They call it his god a hoe. You can't let that go.
Exactly. Whoever do that, your god's a hoe.
Hey, ho ho! This god has gotta go.
Okay. So it runs again, so that's another 120.
Summon your steed, Balgroth.
So it's 240 feet away. Balgroth, can you roll a religion check for me, please?
Okay. Go back to the top here. Let me put this over here, and let me scroll all the way down here. Booyah.
Okay.
He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
So how are you guys gonna follow him? Because the wolves aren't.
Can you summon a steed, Balgroth?
Yeah.
Dude, do it and pick me up on the way.
Okay.
Get up!
Giddy up.
Wow, West.
Let's
Wow.
take a break here for like 5 minutes.
Okay. I have found my magic steed.
I have lost my magic stabbing arm.
Why did you? I thought you had a steed cast before. I guess we stopped once we had the
Mm-hmm.
wolves.
Yeah.
I can fly us at 60 or 120 feet a turn, and Yip Yak could go 180 feet if he wanted, because he could double dash.
Double dash, double dash, double dash, double dash. The steed has the statistics of the chosen form.
It does take
No.
10 minutes to cast, though.
Chosen? From
instead of
Smosh?
form. Additionally, if your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, and the intelligence becomes 6 and gains the ability to understand one language of your choice. In either case, casting the spell again summons the same speed restored to its hit point max. But your steed is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. You can't have more than one speed bonded by this spell. I'm giving it a warhorse.
Nice. Although it does take 10 minutes to cast, so I don't think it'll work for this purpose. But if I cast Fly on you, you can go exactly the same speed as the Vezin.
I could. Make me Batman. Make me flying Batman.
Or I could go 120 and you would get dragged along with me. I wonder if I get dragged along with you.
I'd rather fly.
Yeah. What are you eating, Null? Is that a watermelon?
Watermelon. He struggles to lift the weight, but I got watermelon to keep me in shape.
Okay. I guess we can just get back to it.
Be very,
But I
very
got watermelon to keep me
Go
floating.
All right. Can I cast Fly on Balgroth the Dark?
Yes, you can.
Flippity fly.
And as I go, literally holding my blade of vengeance, just flying 120 feet per turn.
After you get about 30 feet away, Isaiah, you are.
Excellent. I'm going to be skiing on the water.
Yip Yap is left by himself
Yip,
with a
yap.
horrible injury.
Why did you leave him alone?
I didn't think it through.
I mean, Balgroth, you can stop and go back.
We're taking
We'll
him out.
lose him.
Go.
We're gonna lose him.
Yip, yap's fine. He just jumped in the sand for some reason.
He has a hole in his shoulder.
He has
can't
a little
use
hole
his
in his shoulder. He can't use his arm anymore. He's fallen, and he can't move it anymore.
He can dodge a tail. He can dodge an arm. It'll be fine.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna have the turn order be over by
All right.
now, since you guys
Okay.
are just following him.
Yeah.
Yip Yap, what are you up to? You see them go away.
He crawled into the wagon and he is sulking.
Well, you
He is-
suddenly stop hearing them.
He is big depressing.
I don't think I could hear them over the sound of my sulking already.
He doesn't even notice. He's just the big depressing right now.
Okay. So you guys managed to catch up to the Vez. It after about like 5 minutes of it running and you guys flying after it. How long does this last?
10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes. Okay.
Not twice as long as you said it's been.
Yeah, I know. You get to the end of the river that empties out into the ocean, and it starts running across the ocean for about 20 feet before jumping down into the waves and vanishing under the water.
We going under.
Bro,
We're just gonna go in the ocean now.
I can't swim.
That's
I'm wearing heavy armor.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's
Can I
a
see it
coward.
beneath the water at all?
You see it. You see its shadow under the surface as it dives down.
About how deep is it?
Wait, so how far is it?
About 20 feet from the shore. It's pretty deep this far out, and it's just going down the incline of the sand.
You say it's more or less than
It's-
120 feet as the fish swims from me.
It's not over.
No, I
120
can-
feet, no.
I use command
Ooh.
float. Either float or rise.
Where did I close? Needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
18.
Yep. He
I'm
passes.
gonna try to cast. Actually, I'm gonna hit him with a silvery barb. He's got to re-roll that.
Silvery BB.
Where's silvery barbs? I have it.
Bruh. He is a coward. It's
Okay,
too late. He
well.
already rolled an 18. We've lost him.
Well, I could cast Routhlums. In fact, not only can I, but I'm going to do it.
You're going to cast what?
Doom. Hey! Incapacitated, 24 damage. Balgroth, we going under.
You
float
kind
up
of
to the
lost. I mean, it's under like murky, sandy water.
He's got to float up at some point.
Sinks.
What?
It sinks.
How does it sink?
Because it's compository. It sinks.
Boy. I
Aquatic.
can cast it one more
Whoa.
time. It's got to be within range.
Whoa, a semi-aquatic animal doing aquatic things? I
Well,
never
actually,
would
you
have
know what?
guessed.
Hang on. I may have something fun.
Oh no,
Well,
I don't even know what he's doing now.
question is, do I want to try to shape water to freeze water, or do I want to shock and grasp the water and see how malevolent the DM is about it?
She's just like, try all you want. It's not gonna work.
I'm just gonna cast. I don't know. I'm gonna cast shape water to freeze a big old ice cube, and that's it.
Not even
It
trying
is
to.
well out of 30 feet from you.
I know. I'm just freezing an ice cube.
He's doing it out of frustration.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna make this ice cube, and I'm gonna use this to say that I'm really bad about this.
stay cool, Bomber. All right, let's go back.
Right. So I guess we fly our way back.
Yeah. Find Yip Yap still sulking. Still.
I pop in and sit beside him. Hey, buddy.
We
Where'd you
just
come
caused a god to run scared.
Oh.
I see you got something here. Let me see if I can help with that. I cast lay on hands. Because he's already spent like a few hit points, right? How many hit points have you lost, Yip Yap?
I have lost 6.
Yeah, so that gives him 5 hit points.
But being down a whole arm is pretty.
Oh,
You didn't lose the arm. There's a hole through it.
Yeah.
But you said it wasn't working. I couldn't feel it. So it wasn't
Yeah, that
working.
can still be healed.
So
Has to
can I
heal
feel it
alive.
again? Can I feel again?
Does that refill your whole HP?
Pretty
one
much.
under full.
Your arm is very
Another.
your arm is very numb.
It appears your arm may be non-functional. I may have a solution.
You cut it off, and I'll cut off your limbs.
I'm not going to cut it off. Hang on a second.
I could literally just use cure wounds
I'm
and
going
he'll
to
be
pull out the
fine.
Skin Golem book.
No. And he just
Yip
holds,
stand still.
he literally holds on to Yip Yap, almost like instinctively grabbing his entire body and casts cure
Yes,
wounds.
Algroth, hold him still, I say as I begin to chant slowly.
When
Do you
you
have components to cast this?
When you
Or
say
the
holding
front.
the entire body, I just picture your whole.
I just cast cure wounds to get
Okay.
to that last
That'll pop me to full.
How boring. Yip Yap could have been made great.
like me.
Well, I would have probably done a better job this time understanding how it works.
So is my arm back to normal?
Yes, it's just really sore and has
Ah.
that prickly feeling on it.
Eat me.
My scales, for the first time, y'all can kind of notice my scales are standing on end with my perturbments. I feel that tingly sensation.
I wonder what a scale golem would look like.
No.
You guys all getting back in the wagon?
Yip Yap's already
Yes.
in the way.
Yes.
Once you're
Yip
all
Yap may
go on.
Yip Yap may live falling off the wagon, but he is definitely in this one.
Once you're all back in the wagon, the wolves walk across that shallow part of the river that the Vezin was rolling around in, and starts walking towards As you all kind of like deal with what just happened and helping Yip Yap not feel like trash, you start to hear a large roar of rushing water before a waterfall comes into view, akin to the waterfall that Noid has pointed out on the map.
Hey, there it is.
And the wolves start to walk towards it as they get close to the sort of wall of water, and you all can see a cavern on the other side of the rock.
Oh, we can't swim, right?
I don't think we'll have to. It seems to be the right place. Might as well head in, right?
Yes.
Um, give me a second. Okay. um, so yeah. So, up here at the top, it's pretty bland, but it gets the point across, don't worry.
Mm.
The wolves go through this water, and you all kind of get drenched because the tarp on top of the wagon has been sliced through. And you find yourselves in this large chamber that has no real identifiable objects, but is in sort of this ruined state. And it has 3 passageways along each wall that you didn't come through.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
Some
So-
real-
Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3.
some real ancient stones. Keeping myself what music to play when I eventually edit this.
Well, gang, how about we split up and look for clues?
Yes. I'll take the bottom door.
I take this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to use my head.
So, Yip Yap first. You go down this hallway, and it is just a long hallway with a dead end. And on that dead end are several hooks that stick out of the wall that you assume something once hung on, and a carving in the rock that you can't really make out what the image is supposed to be. It just looks like a bunch of spirals carved into the rock.
Pad. There was
And
nothing.
Balgroth, you walk down this way, which has another dead end, as well as a path that goes down.
I go down the path.
It's a dead end. But in this hall, you find pages of books that have been torn from their covers and somewhat burnt, but are now soggy from the moist air in this dungeon.
So none of them are actually readable?
A lot of the ink is faded, yeah.
Hmm. I go back to the start. I guess then follow Isaiah. Carrying Yip Yap.
You go down the hall, there's nothing at the end, but there is an entryway here that opens up into a very large chamber that, like the entrance, is You feel as if should be a place of worship and have items of religious nature, but there is only puddles along the floor and broken gravel along the walls. But the most interesting thing is that in the center of this grand room, a small campsite has been set up. At the very center, atop intricate carvings into the floor that begin as a circle. And in this circle, it swirls in on itself with overlapping lines instead of the traditional spiral pattern.
Hmm.
And from the outside lines of this circle, these sort of veins of crumbled rock branch out across the whole floor towards the corners and entrances of this room. And a lot of them are broken or jagged or are shorter than others, but none of them overlap. And at the center of this room, aside the tent, is a dying pyre, but still warm. And along the edges of the room, against in the kind of crevices between the wall and the floor, is brown mold.
I really don't like the vibe of this place.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Without the mold, it could be a really nice place to camp.
Yes. How recently used does this campsite seem to be?
Roll investigation.
Is there someone in the tent?
Roll investigation.
I gotta figure out pretty quick if I open it up.
Ask another random question that requires us to roll investigation.
Oh,
Yep, you found a body. Isaiah, the fire is it
Hey
is
guys,
almost,
want to see a dead body?
the fire
Yes.
is almost dead, but it has not been lit for a very long time. Well, at least within a day. It's been at least a day since it has been dying out. Yip Yap, you try to go inside of the tent, but you get tangled up as there are a lot of loose pieces of cloth and rope barely holding this tent up. And Jeremiah or Balgroth sees Yip Yap get caught up in the tent, but you manage to see inside and you peer at a small cot alongside a bag of sorts.
I opened the bag.
When you open the bag, you see inside is only a deep pitch void.
Hmm.
And there's also a letter on the cot as you push Yip Yap out of the way.
I read the letter.
This letter is very short and seems to have been written in great haste, but you manage to make out it is written in common, and it says a lot of it is smeared with like soot or water. I can't stay here any longer. The voices get too loud now, but the whispering from this bag sounds comforting.
Did this guy just jump into the bag? I think we should probably get out of here.
Where's the bag?
Currently holding it.
Can I take a look?
well, I
Looking
was gonna
through.
suggest that was a bag of holding.
What do I see when I look inside?
It is a deep pitch void.
If I have the mask on, does it look any different?
So without the mask, the bag looks to be made out of leather with some yellow embellishments, designs on it. With the mask on, the void is still there, but what Balgroth is holding is made out of faces.
Can I identify on this? I think, is this like a bag of devouring or something creepy?
Um, Identify. It is not a bag of devouring.
Interesting.
You've never really seen a bag of devouring or a bag of holding in person before. You've only heard of what they could do.
I'd like to drop a rock into the bag.
And do a rock at it.
You watch as the rock falls in and starts to fall out of view.
Hmm.
Someone
Yip
died.
yap.
Yeah.
Fossil can fly.
What?
What? No, not. Fossil can fly, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't like to.
See if you can fly in and out of here.
Okay. Fossil, go.
Fossil jumps into the bag and quickly vanishes into the darkness, just like the rock does. And several seconds tick by before something else crawls out. It doesn't look like Fossil. It appears to be more like it's like more less salamander, more frog-like, with bat wings, and it flies towards Yip Yap and snuggles against his neck.
I do the eyes thing for Yip Yap. Or for Fossil. Is it this guy's eyes?
Mhm.
Back to normal. Fossil? You're a frog. You're a frogamander.
Huh.
I have him fly back in.
A salamander, a lizard with bat wings.
He
It's
goes
almost-
back in.
Would it be reasonable to say it looks almost more primitive than what went in?
That's no way to
Depends on
talk
if you know
about
what a primitive
Fossil.
pseudo dragon looks like.
That's not
Right.
Well, like, is it like, so if you have a pseudo dragon, right? Like the wings look like they're part of it. They come out and like they. Whereas, is this like a lizard that someone like, not like, but like almost grafted wings onto? Does it look odd?
Looks like a frog that someone grafted bat wings onto.
So it's flown back in the bag. What
It-
comes
yeah.
out?
Flies back in, a couple seconds go by again, and instead of something flying out, something rolls out and onto the ground as you see this ball of like plated shell, and it unrolls itself has many legs, like a pill bug, and rolls over onto its leg and starts to walk towards Yip Yap.
I'm gonna poof Fossil and poof him back to see if he turns normal.
Does not.
No.
Woo!
No.
I say as my crow lands on my shoulder, that was fascinating.
No.
Ograph, come here a moment.
You bring me close to that bag, your life ends.
Fine. So Yip Yap, is that fossil?
Here. How about this, Isaiah? You go in the bag.
Hold on, that's disrespectful. There's no need for that. That's uncalled for. I wasn't going to have you go into it. I was going to have you put a blade into it and pull it out.
How about you put something in there and take it out?
All right, give me your sword.
How do I bring him back?
No!
I don't have anything of
you take
length to
something
put in there.
You take something that belongs to you. Put one of those
have anything with
transmutation
length
books
on
in
it.
there. Put
I'm
one
not
of your
going to
books in there.
What?
Put one of your books in there and see what
Too
pops out.
short. Hold on. Let me see what I have that I could use. Hmm.
You should put it on rope, I guess. I don't know. Yip Yap is just gonna cradle his pill bug.
Well,
I'll fix you. I'll fix you. I'll do a ritual on you or something, or Or we'll just throw you back in until you come out right, or something.
Until you
So
come out right.
Oh, wouldn't do that.
I'm so sorry, Fossil. I'm
Yip
so
Yap,
sorry.
maybe you have to go in with Fossil to help him find himself.
How about you go in with him?
I don't even know Fossil that well. I hardly know him. um, Do you have any rope or chain, Balgroth? A sword you don't use often?
I'm still using my swords.
I have a staff. I'm going to stick the staff in and see what happens when I pull it out.
Do you put all of it in, or do you just hold it by the top?
I put like all but yay much in.
It doesn't change when you pull it back out.
Can I like tie it to rope and throw it in and pull it out that way?
Yeah,
All right, what happens then?
it doesn't change.
I don't know if it's because it's inanimate or there's some anchor to here that we're keeping. I
Can
don't
you
know
like
how.
identify it or something? Can you use your magic to just know?
The bag is clearly not a bag of devouring, but I can't figure out what it is.
I don't know. It's devoured the things I love.
A bag of transformation, more like.
And you're sure you don't want to crawl in?
At this
You might
rate,
get your
I
tail
think-
back. It
At this
seems
rate-
to have some sort of negative temporal effect, and you were
You're
already
a
aged
negative.
6 years.
You're a negative temporal effect, Isaiah.
I'll cast fly on you, and you can fly in and fly out.
No.
What if your tail came back?
I
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
We could
need
use this
that.
to undo your curse, Balgroth.
I need the party to remember me when I see them again. I need to see the fear in his eyes as I kill him.
You see, it contradicts, it conflicts with his path of vengeance. It
All
always
right.
does.
I need to fix it.
Let's
Why
see
don't
if
you fly your crow in there?
we've
Yeah.
what can the crow tell us that Fossil hasn't?
I don't know. If he regresses,
I don't know.
we'll
You
know
want to
it.
keep experimenting, then use
If-
your own stuff.
I
he
want
be-
to cast light on the inside of it.
As you do that, do you still have the mask on?
Yes.
You cast light into it. Balgoth and Yip Yap, if you're looking, you just keep seeing the darkness and shadows around. Isaiah, when you cast light into it, it reflects against the walls of this space, and it is just more faces, except these have eyes in them, and they're all looking up at you with these gaping mouths of shadow.
Oh my.
Bad news bears. Bad news bears.
Maybe if we
So
invert it
do
or
you all
break
see
it.
these faces in here?
No.
I think you lost it. Yip Yap is going to ritual resummon Fossil.
Okay, he comes back as normal.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Interesting.
thank Kirika. Thank Kirika.
So this time, look through his eyes while he goes in, Yip Yap.
Use yours.
I can't see through his eyes.
What?
I don't think.
If I can, why can't you?
Maybe
He
you have a
means
draconic connection.
He means your crow.
I learned it from you.
I taught you none of this filth you call magic.
You taught me how to summon a familiar, okay? It's not my fault I could only use cinnamon and got a pseudo-dragon.
All right, let's think logically about this.
I didn't mean
Nice.
that fossil. I meant to have a pseudo-dragon.
Come on, Yip Yap, just look through his eyes and have him go in. I need to observe this with this mask. It'll be fine. I'll be able to see him the whole time because it's bright in there for me.
I just got him back. I'm gonna have to go through the whole ritual again.
I'll pay the 10 gold.
Okay. Fossil's gonna.
As before with Yip Yap and Balgroth, you see it go inside as it vanishes into the shadow. Isaiah, what you see is the skeleton of the pseudo-dragon flies inside and immediately is swallowed by one of the faces. And after a few seconds, another of the faces opens up as a different creature flies out. This time it is an eyeball with wings, and it flies towards Yip Yap again.
What? Fossil, this is a look.
Do I see it as an eyeball with wings too?
You see it as shadow.
A hedgehog?
Do whatever, or recite the whole Bible in Japanese.
Interesting. So Balgar, or the Yip Yap, it appears one of the faces in there ate Fasil. And then this looks like a shadow, but eyeball came out of another's mouth. What did you see when you were looking through his eyes?
What did I see?
You just saw darkness.
I saw just
And did you perceive any change in perspective?
Oh yeah, it went from 3x4 to 16x9. Yeah.
I wonder.
Uh,
Can you see through his
when-
eyes right now?
When I resummoned him, did he look normal to you?
Well, he looked the way he always does in this mask. Now,
Okay.
can you see through his eyes right now after having been transmutated?
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like a 1x1 ratio.
Yes, I like this. This is fascinating.
I
Yip Yap,
know.
I'm going to cast Fly on you now.
No. No,
Come
you're
on.
not.
Come on.
No.
Bippity?
Not. Can we not?
Are you volunteering, Balgroth?
Do I look like I'm volunteering?
I can't see your face.
Why don't we take it along and capture some evil person, like maybe someone from the party who killed my dragon, and experiment with them?
And
You can
throw
hardly
him
trust
in
them to give a fair account of things.
Can I have
Who
my 10 gold?
cares?
I need to fix this guy. See, we can fix Fossil. You can't fix me.
Why do you say
Right.
that?
Okay, how would you fix me?
I fixed Balgroth, didn't I?
No. I literally had to be brought back by God.
I think I had something to do with that.
I'll take the 10 gold now.
Why are you
please.
talking about me in the third person? I'm right here. No,
He's gonna meet him. He's gonna meet him. He's gonna meet him.
I'll take the 10 gold now.
no, keep him this way. I'm curious to see how he functions going forward.
You can't curl around my neck like this.
He can ooze against you and slither across you.
You're weird.
I mean,
He's not
Little-
wrong.
it's a little weird to have a dragon. Anyway.
Give me the gold, please.
All right. I would like to. Let me just check these spells real quick. Miro.
Are you gonna give Yip Yap the 10 gold?
I'm ruminating right now.
Okay, while you're ruminating, he's gonna pickpocket you.
Can
I
the
don't
three of you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oh gosh.
No, I can't.
What's the +2? Oh, bless.
Oh, yeah. I'll turn. You can just ignore that.
Are we all blessed or just him?
Yeah, we're not.
You're so blessed.
That was a while ago.
Oh. Wait,
Well-
hold on. Let me.
Well, I
Wait,
get the
is
10
that-
gold.
No, you don't.
How did I get a 3?
I have gold on me.
You don't have gold on you.
No, I don't have gold on me.
So, Balgroth and Yip Yap, You don't notice. You just feel it. Isaiah, you feel a sudden shock of cold rush up your feet and ankles and calves, and you look down to see the brown mold that was up against the wall has slowly but surely creeped over towards the three of you in the fire. Whereas some has grown over the fire, it is no longer smoldering, there is no heat coming from it. And these patches of mold are grabbing onto you. Let me roll the damage first, really quick. So, Yip Yap and Balgroth, that's 7. Well, actually, all of you get 7. Isaiah, you just immediately know what's causing this. Yip Yap and Balgroth just feel the cold shock up their legs. Fireball. Where are you?
At the mold.
Like, right in front of you?
I'm just gonna do it like the stuff at our feet.
But so are you gonna also hit Yip Yap and Balgroth?
No, like it's on the ground, right?
Okay, yeah. You hurl a fireball into it, firebolt into it, and for a second the mold is kind of sizzled away, but very quickly reforms itself and almost grows up towards your hands where the firebolt came out of.
What?
I closed the bag immediately.
And more of it is growing up the three of yours ankles, getting colder, but not taking any more damage.
Can I go this way and see if it stops?
You can break out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you manage to walk, but it is, there's more of it, like, it has basically almost completely coated the floor now.
Can I
There's also-
use my swords to try to cut my way through?
Well, you can just walk through. It just takes a little bit of effort to break out of the current thing, but you can walk through it.
Okay. Well, I try to sprint through looking for the exit.
Hey, this is a dead end too?
Yeah, the one you're currently down is a dead end.
So it's all dead end. So either this mold is how we get to Retcher, or we've made a terrible mistake. Is my crow and fossil, because they're floating or flying, are they being tracked by the mold?
Mm-mm.
All right. I'm going to cast fly on myself.
Okay.
Yip Yip is just gonna cast levitate.
Do I
and
sense
hold-
anything about this mold?
Nope.
Like, is it radiating any like good energy, divine energy?
Nope.
Yip Yip is just gonna levitate and grab onto Balgroth's belt.
Can I prestidigitate this stuff off me?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. And
Seeing him do that, Yip Yip will do the same.
what is happening with the mold right now?
So okay. So what am I gonna do?
Oh, prestidigitate it off you too.
It's
Wait, are you in the air yet, or are you just yanking your belt?
Oh wait, I can't. Actually, I'm just holding on. I can't cast levitate. I used 2 spell slots of 2nd level. That's all I got.
the mold is
What's
just kind of
them on?
writhing around.
Wait, what did you use the spell slots on?
I upcast the 1 spell I used in the battle, and then I cast koboldish gleeking and miss.
Okay. Well, I guess that's why spell points are a thing. All right. Then, so I'm basically levitating while you guys are, being eaten by mold?
Well, it's not really like, it's not growing at a very fast rate.
But it's like actively growing around them.
Up their legs, yeah, and it's just really cold.
I'd like to mage hand some of it and drop it in the bag and see what happens.
Falls into the bag. Doesn't come back out.
Hmm.
I look at the fire and I I speak to Isaiah. Maybe you could set this thing on fire again, and it might help.
Excuse you, and I kobold firebolt into the fire.
Okay. Where the pile of wood was and the moss has grown over, you launch a fireball at it, and it erupts into flames as the moss on top of it burns. But as it kind of flickers with the wood being on fire, the moss very rapidly grows over the fire and snuffs it out.
Oh,
Bruh.
that's a problem.
Well, you should probably get out of here.
Yeah, the question is how
The way we came
and
in.
where.
The way we came in.
Can you three make another con save?
Now I am floating.
Yes.
Oh dear, that's even worse. I mean, that's not bad, but
If I die here, Isaiah, I'm haunting you.
why is this my fault?
You had to spend so long with that infernal bag.
I hate it.
Not
I
infernal.
hate my life.
Yip Yap and Balgroth, you start to realize that while it was on fire, the moss had a very pungent smell, and it quickly overtakes your sense of smell before knocking you out, and you two have passed out.
It's your fault.
I hate this.
Okay.
It's just the classic RVB. I hate you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hang on. Hold up. I'm gonna cast Tensor Floating Disc.
I'm a cast reload save.
Right? What is this, Baldur's Gate?
I'm gonna cast that, and I want to plop them on top of it.
Balgroth and Isaiah?
Balgroth and Yip Yap, yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I want to take them out with it. Yeah.
You
I
managed
put it
to
under me.
pluck them out of the moss, but they're still passed out.
Yeah, we're going out.
Okay. Can you make
Where are
another?
we going?
Like, out! There's a way out, right? Or
Isaiah,
just go behind us.
Isaiah, make another con save really quick before you leave
This
the room.
is such a hate crime. I can't even. All right.
I can't tolerate the smell of mold anymore, Noel. Thanks to my work, my past job.
Isaiah, you realize it starts to smell really pungent.
I like to cast Ray of Frost at this stuff.
And you find yourself slowly going unconscious.
Are we out yet?
You are currently passing out. You can cast the spell before you pass out, and you do. It freezes a lot of the moss around you, but as you pass out, you hear in your head, before you fall into the ice moss that you've made, make a god run scared, huh? And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh, this. Oh.
And
Well,
that's fun.
with all due respect, he did run.
So I couldn't get out in time?
No.
No.
Oh, this is garbage.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed playing this week, and I hope to see you all next week. Thank you for playing, and thank you for watching, because I know that you guys rewatch these episodes for notes. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Yes, I'm